I assume that you were talking about bank-owned listings where they are negotiating compensation. Was that correct? Because my answer would be different if it was a short sale listing.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Ben Kitzel. I'm with Henderson Properties here in Charlotte, property management firm. Does a lot of rentals. I'm actually talking about the gentleman's question about foreclosure and how to handle tenant. Actually, in the document that is certified the sheriff to the property for the notice of intent to notice of sale, it actually states that the tenant has a legal right to give a 10-day written notice to terminate the lease of the property communicated. So I wanted to make sure that we can do that because they have that right. The second that that paper is served to the property by the sheriff, they have the right to terminate that lease with a 10-day written notice and get their security funds back.
Exactly, even if it's not in the lease.
Can you say that again?
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes.
So, if the property is served the intent to foreclose and sale by the sheriff at the property, part of that document states that the tenant has the right to give a 10-day written notice to terminate that lease, period. So they do have the right to terminate the lease, move out, and also give a 10-day written notice to the landlord, and they have the right to get the security deposit refunded to them. No, not really. That is not a problem.
And I'm talking about a lease, a straight lease, waiving notice of notice. He's talking about if they bring their rent to the eviction proceeding, they can continue to stay in the house unless in the lease they have agreed to waive notice, and that's what that means. Then they wouldn't have the right to bring the rent to the eviction hearing and still continue to live in the house. So, sorry. And I think Debbie Wey was like reading my mind because I was just going to have her clarify just what you were getting ready to do, the difference between the lenders going in and renegotiating a commission on a short sale as opposed to what he was talking about, which was it's actually going into foreclosure. This would be a pre-foreclosure. And if you don't mind, could you address that for everybody? That was what I was going to ask.
Well, the only thing is, Julie, we are on leases and lease purchase, and short sales are a different subject. And we've got two other people.
Well, the only thing is I think there's a lot of confusion on that because I'm still seeing.
Can you make a statement, Debbie?
The commission's being renegotiated on short sales, and I think there's some confusion about that.
Well, it's allowed. If a listing is a short sale, all potential short sales in the MLS have to be disclosed, and we have a statement in our rules that you can put in your listings. And so once when you're negotiating the contract, if the lender, and part of the disclosure that we've given members to put in the listing indicates that the listing is subject to, lender approval, and that commissions are subject to lender approval. And if the lender does decide to reduce the commission, there's a statement that agents should put in their listings that says that if there is a reduction in the commission, how the reduction in the commission will be apportioned between the listing brokerage and the cooperating brokerage.
Okay, unless it's a Fannie Mae.
Lease purchase.
Well, what I'm talking about is the short
Right,
sale.
Fannie Mae issued an announcement in March that says that they do not allow their loan servicers to reduce commissions.
Yeah,
Right,
we
that was my
really
point.
we really need to keep it to lease purchases. We've got 5 minutes left, and that's it. So let's, and the other thing I just want to mention before people do leave, we will have a drawing from our sponsor today. So if you are interested in that drawing, please just stick around. 5 minutes left, and you are on Zoom.
Thanks, Lynn. Sandy Kimbo, Alan Tate, Frazier, this is for you, I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem.
And I would tell you that when we represent buyers, we always recommend that they consult an attorney, and usually your firm, actually.
Thank you, we always appreciate it.
My question is, when we are representing the seller and we get a lease purchase, I think over the last year or so it has evolved a lot, there's a lot more knowledge. The initial way it was done was there was a contract and there was a lease and they referenced each other. If you could just give me some ammo, because I need to be able to say, here are the deficiencies in that program, and I am not, in my mind, coming up with a lot of them.
You mean deficiencies in having a
In that,
standard lease?
in that process, in other words, where are the pitfalls that your form corrects?
I think I understand what you're asking here. So what I have, my form has been, it is not a standard lease. In this form, and I can send it over to you, it is 6 pages of carefully detailed paragraphs specifically for a lease purchase.
I guess the simple answer is, what are a few things that would cover that the lease and the contract would not cover? So I have some ammo to say to a buyer's agent, you need to do this differently.
Let me, you know what, I'm gonna look at the standard lease agreement, compare it against my form, and I just don't have them in front of me right now, but I can definitely, if you shoot me an email, I'll compare them and tell you the difference between the two, because there's definitely some differences.
Because what I'm hearing is there are cracks,
Yeah,
but
sure.
things can
There's
fall
just more
apart.
protection, absolutely, in the form that I have.
But without any specific, I have a hard time on that.
Sure,
So that's
sure.
all.
Absolutely, yeah, shoot me an email and I'll put it together, I'll compare the two and show you what the two differences are. All right, thank you.